pick up 3 more botanicals. Then you guys are both going to jump into the Wildfire, which is our 100% barley whiskey that we let smoke over locally sourced hickory. I like that transitions into a beechwood smoked barley, finishing with a sweet cherrywood smoked barley. Then you got that red absinthe, which is our wormwood-based absinthe that we infuse with hibiscus to give it that red color and the black licorice flavor. And then lastly, you're going to finish off on the Centennial, which is our hop-infused whiskey. Those Centennial hops give it that Northwestern IPA. If you need to hear any of that again, ask him.
Okay. So do you have a favorite?
Oh, I love the Rye personally, but I think he already pitched that to you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, now the Rye is my personal favorite just because that drinks like a whiskey. That's going to be in like your old fashions, Manhattans, Sazeracs, and that's personally what I like. Just because when you actually put that over some ice or add a little bit of water in there and it opens up, it's delicious. It does have that peppery bite to it at first, but since we've, malted that barley, it kind of has a chocolate taste, but there's no chocolate added to it. It's just how we roast it.
So Cosair sources, right? Y'all don't distill anything.
No, we distill.
You distill. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Awesome.
You see the pots.
Okay.
When you go over there.
On the other side?
There, you can see one of our stripping stills, which we actually just ran absinthe through the other day. So we actually just ran so we have this location, and then we have our Merritt location, which is our headquarters, and our barrel room, which is where we keep our whiskey to barrel age.
Oh.
And so none of that is climate controlled, like some of the bigger distilleries, like George Dickel, Jack Daniels. They have the crew to manage those giant 50-gallon barrels. We actually use these 35 ones and 15 ones, and that's just so it's quick turnaround time. With those giant barrels, it's going to take about 2.5 to 3 years to barrel age. The smaller ones, we can get a turnaround time from out of the still into the barrel into a bottle in about a year and a half. And that's just has to do with contact with the charred wood on the inside.
Yeah.
So we use white
smaller
oak.
barrel, more contact.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and so we use white oak because that's the highest natural sugar content. And to be an American whiskey, we actually have to use single-use white oak barrels. So we can't reuse anything. And so we'll generally, sell it to Scotch distillers. We'll sell them to local businesses around here, like coffee houses. Like to age some of their beans in our old barrels. There's a chocolate place that ages their chocolate in one of our barrels.
That's interesting.
I smell that gin in here. I don't know which one it is, but I'm like, it's in it.
Yeah, what did he serve y'all with?
So absinthe.
Absinthe.
I assume this lighter one's probably the vanilla.
It's gonna be the vanilla bean.
This is the gin. No, hold on, this is not a gin.
Yeah, you skip the gin.
Yeah,
This is a gin.
Yeah, I can tell by that color that's gonna be your vanilla bean.
You're going left to right from back there. So you got vanilla bean, then you got gin, and I skipped all the way over to
And then
This is
get the Centennial.
This is probably the triple smoke.
Yes. Yeah, I'm telling. Yeah, that's why he put your absinthe before.
Did you start with vodka?
Yes, sir, we did actually. So we started in 2008 in Bowling Green, Kentucky, because we could not distill within Davidson County, the county of Nashville. Even though there was, Tennessee whiskey being made, they didn't want it, located in Nashville. They wanted to kind of make it more enticing to like corporations, businesses. They didn't want that image of toothless hillbillies making moonshine within the county. So it wasn't until 2010 when we kind of lobbied and threw the right amount of money at the right people when they lifted a lot of prohibition laws.
Oh, wow.
And so to start us off, yes, we did vodka, gin, and rum. Because, like I said, it takes some time to barrel age that whiskey.
Yeah.
So you don't want to start the distillation and go, okay,
Yeah.
about a year before we see profits.
Yeah.
So pushing out vodka, gin, and rum is
The easiest way to go.
it takes 0 time. I mean, you can take vodka from the still, put it in a bottle, and then put it on a shelf, and someone buy it.
And all gin is really flavored vodka.
Yes, sir. And so, it's a vodka base with juniper berries.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see
With
the gin.
the gin. All right, so this is the absinthe.
Yeah.
This actually smells good.
You good? You want some water? I've had some. What is that?
Yeah. It's
Jump straight to the back. Kind of got to work your way up.
No, I know I like this.
Yeah.
So I'm saving that for last.
And I wanted to save that for the end.
So is that this one you did?
Yeah, what is that, Anson?
Absinthe?
No, absinthe. But what is that, like that licorice flavor? Is that Anson? Is that what it's called? Anise.
Oh yeah.
It's got that anise, yeah.
See, that's what I wanted. Oh wow.
So like licorice. Yeah. I mean, which absinthe is not great anyway, in my opinion. So
Yeah, I
Especially
mean,
if you don't get the hallucinogenic effect.
yeah.
well, that actually comes from wormwood, and so that green tint and the hallucinogenic properties is wormwood. And you know, when you're distilling in the United States, we can't use more than 2% wormwood in our entire batch. So I mean, it is, you know, less than a tenth. What's in our absinthe is that green wormwood that will give you those properties.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's 2 to 3% is what we use in our batch.
Oh, that is awesome.
What's that?
This is, I don't know, this is either maybe the wildfire or the triple smoke.
Do you mind?
Yeah.
I can probably help you. That's going to be wildfire.
Yeah. So
The
yeah,
triple smoke you can tell because you will get some of the heat in there.
Yeah,
this is like drinking.
I think that may have been my favorite.
That is smooth. Very good.
Is that triple smoke?
yes, sir. Yeah. You smell that peat.
Yeah,
A lot like a scotch.
You have any water? Yeah, I do.
Oh, yes, sir. Right down here at the
Get a little water. Oh yeah, but wow. You don't like that? You tried the wildfire?
Yeah, I've tried them all.
That wildfire is